There's a wonderful memorial to the bombers of the Royal Air Force Squadron in St James's Park, just at Hyde Park Corner. And I was walking there the other day, and I was admiring the memorial. And there is a quote here from Pericles, a Greek statesman. And it says, "Freedom is the sure possession of those alone with the courage to defend it." And when I reflected on these words, I find them more and more powerful every day. And that's really what we are here about today, to talk about the Defence and National Rehabilitation Centre. For me, this is a great honour to be able to give back. And I think there's no more important institution to give back to than to our soldiers and servicemen who fight so much for our freedoms and the life that we so often take for granted.
And I direct the Defence and National Rehabilitation Centre programme, which, as you know, started with General Westminster, the sixth Duke who died last year. So it's a difficult thing to do, it's fascinating, it's what I know something about, not building buildings, I have to say, but how to get things done in government, which is a big part of this, and how to get really a fairly complex 300 million quid project doing is what I know something about. And it's a very pleasant way of using one's skills.
But it's worth remembering that the late Duke's initiative was a very broad one. Joe wanted to make sure that those members of the armed forces who paid a very high price for serving the nation received the best possible treatment thereafter. First, there is space on site to build the first ever specialist clinical rehabilitation in the UK. Second, there are opportunities in research, development, training and education, which will make an important difference to the quality of rehab that is available to civilians in this country.
We, in particular, are very interested in the N of the DNRC, the national, and in particular, the excellence of what will be the excellence of the mental health work that the DNRC will be doing. And I know, again, Your Royal Highness, you take so much interest and so much of your work is done to support mental health. And I really believe that the DNRC can be a world beacon for research and excellence in mental health. So that's our particular interest in the work that's being done there, and we hope that it will encourage the National Health Service to support the project.
The bespoke nature of Stamford Hall is what will just make it completely different from any other facility on the planet. It will be a world-class leader. All the latest technology will be going into that centre, and it means people like myself who suffered amputations will just get the best care that's possible. But we've got to think about the next 70 years. And so, the guys that haven't even joined the military yet are going to be really well looked at after, unfortunately, when they do get injured, either on combat operations or in training.
The vivid image I have is going up to the DNRC in Stamford Hall. It's a beautiful site in the middle of the country. It was wonderful to visit. It's seeing really is believing. And also, it was a great privilege to meet Ibi, who was a soldier injured in Iraq, and now has been completely rehabilitated, was able to go back, and is now a great ambassador for the DNRC. And that's what it's all about. It's about people like him inspiring other people. That's what the DNRC is about, and I think it's great for us to be able to support it.
It's just a huge privilege to be brought on board now and actually showcase what injured personnel can do. But for me, just a huge privilege to be able to represent injured service personnel that have been through the system and have made it through the other end. And hopefully that's what Stamford Hall can continue to do for the next 70 years.
The family were always kept up to speed with the progress of the DNRC, but perhaps now we understand more. My father was always very clear that he would succeed, and we, the family, are too. This is an exceptional project for us all to be involved in, and it's a pleasure to meet so many of you this evening that share the same desire in ensuring this project succeeds. Lord Vergy, thank you in particular for having been such a loyal supporter of my father from very early on, and for generously continuing the good work. So thank you very much to all of you.